If you ask most modern people why we dream at night, they will tell you it is because during a certain phase of sleep, the brain becomes very active. They're almost as active as when we are awake. Even though the body rests, the mind wanders freely, sorting through memories, emotions, thoughts, and bits of the day we just lived. But what if I told you that the great psychologist Carl Jung believed dreams are not random at all, but deeply meaningful? He saw dreams as conversations between our conscious mind, the part we know, and our unconscious mind, the deep hidden part. Dreams, he said, bring messages from the depths of ourselves. In fact, ancient Egyptians believed dreams were messages from the gods, sacred communications full of prophecy and warning. Temples were even built where people would sleep, hoping to receive these holy visions. Similarly, the Greeks, especially through thinkers like Aristotle, believed dreams could reveal hidden knowledge or help the soul process daily life. They even had dream interpreters called oneirocritics who practiced the art of reading the language of dreams. Native American tribes, like the Lakota or Ojibwa, viewed dreams as journeys of the spirit. They believed that at night, the soul could leave the body to walk in other realms, speaking with ancestors, animal spirits, or the forces of nature. And even more fascinating, in ancient Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, dreams were seen as both omens and direct conversations with divine forces. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest stories ever written, is filled with dream visions guiding the hero. Across every culture and time, dreams were never considered random. On a deeper spiritual level, many traditions believe that when we sleep, the boundary between the material world and the spirit world grows thin. Some believe the soul temporarily left the body to explore higher dimensions. Others thought angels, ancestors, or spirits used the quiet of the night to whisper lessons or warnings. In mystical traditions like Kabbalah or Sufism, dreams are seen as a way for the divine to teach the soul, free from the distractions of the physical world. In Hinduism, dreaming is one of the three fundamental states of consciousness: waking, dreaming, and deep sleep, each offering a different view of reality and self. Across these beliefs, dreams are not just personal experiences, they are spiritual tools for growth, healing, and sometimes even prophecy. Carl Jung, whom I mentioned earlier, taught that dreams are filled with symbols, images that represent deeper truths about ourselves. A snake in a dream might not just be a snake, but a symbol of transformation. A house might represent the soul, with different rooms revealing different aspects of the self. Falling could symbolize fear of losing control, while flying might reflect a longing for freedom. Through these symbols, the hidden parts of ourselves communicate with our waking mind. If we listen carefully, we can heal old wounds, confront fears, and even find our true purpose. But why does all this happen at night? Because when the sun sets and the world quiets, the mind and body naturally turn inward. Without the noise of daily life, the soul rises to the surface. In the dark, mystery comes alive, and so does the dream world. The ancients believed that the night belonged to the gods of mystery. Nyx, the Greek goddess of night. Tezcatlipoca, the Aztec god of the night sky and dreams. And Morpheus, the Greek god of dreams, who shaped and whispered them into the ears of sleeping mortals, all suggest that night is the natural time for the hidden world to speak, both biologically and spiritually. Dreams are a bridge between mind and soul, between the earthly and the divine. To dream is to become part of a mystery as old as humanity itself. If you wish to connect more deeply with your dreams, here is an old piece of advice, passed down through many traditions. Sleep with a question in your heart to open your spiritual body. Treat your dreams as wise friends trying to help you. Keep a journal by your bed and write down what you see. Even if it makes no sense at first, over time you will learn the language of your own soul. In nearly every ancient tradition, the night was seen as a portal, not just for rest, but for seeking answers from forces beyond human understanding. The ancient Greeks, especially in the temples of Asclepius, god of healing, practiced incubation, sleeping in sacred spaces after asking a question or prayer. They believed that the gods would answer in dreams. The Egyptians often sought divine wisdom in dreams. Pharaohs would pray before sleeping to receive visions that could guide the entire kingdom. The Australian Aboriginals speak of dream time, a timeless, sacred world accessed through dreams, a place where the ancestors speak, laws are learned, and the creation of the world is remembered. Sleeping with a question is a sacred act. It means you are not just falling into unconsciousness. You are sending a message to the higher world. I am open. I am listening. I am ready to receive. In doing so, you open your spiritual body, that deeper part of you that often sleeps through daily life. The act of posing a heartfelt question activates your inner seeker, your higher self, your soul's curiosity. Without a question, the dream may wander. With a question, the dream is a journey, a mission, a guided exploration. This is the ancient art of intentional dreaming, a powerful tool for growth, insight, and even healing. Dreams were almost never treated lightly by ancient cultures. In Mesopotamia, kings recorded their dreams on clay tablets, believing them to be royal advice from gods. In the Bible, Joseph rose to power in Egypt by interpreting Pharaoh's dreams, showing that dreams could change not just lives, but the fate of nations. The shamanic traditions, from Siberia to the Americas, believe that dreams are spirit teachers. Shamans enter dream states to find lost souls, heal illnesses, or gain wisdom for the community. Modern psychology, particularly through Carl Jung, supports this idea deeply. Jung taught that dreams are expressions of the unconscious mind, parts of ourselves that know things we don't know consciously. Your dreams are not enemies. They are not foolish or meaningless. They are friends, sometimes strange, sometimes challenging, but always trying to help you grow, understand, or heal. When you treat your dreams with respect, they reveal more and more to you, just as a wise friend opens their heart when you truly listen. Ancient dream interpreters kept dream books, collections of symbols and their meanings. The oldest known is from Mesopotamia, dating back over 5,000 years. In the Middle Ages, monks and mystics often recorded visions they experienced in sleep, treating them as sacred revelations. Native American dream catchers, though more symbolic, reflect a culture that respected and preserved dreams. The simple act of writing anchors the dream world to the waking world. Dreams are slippery like mist. If you wait too long, they vanish. But by writing them down immediately, even nonsense images, strange phrases, scattered feelings, you catch them, you weave them into memory. At first, they may seem chaotic or meaningless. But with time, patterns appear. Certain symbols return, certain feelings sharpen. Over weeks and months, you begin to see the hidden architecture of your own soul. The journal becomes not just a record of dreams, but a map of the inner landscape. Mystics across traditions speak of the language of the soul, a way of knowing that is deeper than words. In Kabbalistic thought, the soul speaks through symbols, numbers, and hidden meanings. Sufi poets like Rumi and Hafiz describe the inner self as speaking in a language no ear has heard and no tongue has spoken. Dreams are not in the language of logic. They are in the language of soul, symbolic, emotional, vivid, non-linear. By treating dreams seriously, you learn to understand yourself beyond thought. You realize that you are more than your daytime personality. You are ancient, vast, mysterious. Learning the soul's language changes your whole relationship with life. You begin to see symbols around you, even while awake. You begin to live more intuitively, more deeply, more fully. This advice you brought is no small thing. It is an ancient practice, a discipline, a path. It is the work of the seeker, the dreamer, the soul student. If you follow it truly, your dreams will grow stronger. Your inner life will become more vivid. Your waking life will feel richer and more connected to unseen forces. My spiritual suggestion to you is this. Before you sleep, place your hand on your heart. Whisper your question gently. Thank your dreams for their guidance, even before you receive it. When you wake, honor what you saw, even if it seems strange. The soul loves to be honored. When you treat your inner world with respect, it will open to you more than you ever imagined,